Complex Convo with your girl, Sonia B. That's me. I decided to come on here today. Been in a mood, and I allowed someone on social media to put me in this mood, but I figure I need to address this globally by putting this on my channel. With so much going on in the world today, 1 minute is coronavirus, the other minute is Black Lives Matter, social injustice, period, Blue Lives Matter, and just the state of the world. People are unemployed. People have applied for unemployment, are still waiting for money to come. People can't pay their bills. People are just genuinely just trying their hardest to get up every morning and just to see the beauty in a new day, even though they're doing without, whether it's without money, without food. But I decided, in support of several communities on social media, to participate in a conversation because a simple question was asked, or at least I thought it was simple. And the question was posed to the group: if it were possible for you to be pro-Black, but yet not have an issue with dating outside of your race or loving someone outside of your race. To me, these are two mutually exclusive things, because while I love the skin that I'm in, and I love my people with all of our various ways of thinking or not, if someone of another color chooses to love me for who I am, appreciate me, value me, build me up when I'm feeling low, and vice versa, me for that other person, what does it matter, the color of their skin? So I said to this post, yes, it is possible to be pro-Black. And how does that equate to me hating myself as an African American woman if I'm okay with people of my color dating or marrying outside of my race? To which an individual who I do not know replied, "You are simply agreeing with the oppressor, marrying or dating the oppressor. I'm not oppressed." Now, I don't feel like I have to scream to the top of my lungs that I love our Black men. As a Black woman, raising 3 Black men, I love them with any and everything that I have. Okay? But my sons may choose to date or marry outside of their race. Does that mean that they hate me as a beautiful Black woman that I am? I think not. Being a single woman, if I should decide to marry or date someone outside of my race, someone who respects me and loves me, cherishes me as a man should cherish a woman, and vice versa, a woman cherishing her man, does that mean that I hate my race? Now, this struck a chord with me simply because I left a marriage of a Black man who would often accuse me of self-hatred and being disgusted by the Black children that I bear, simply because I grew up in a predominantly white neighborhood. I attended a school that was predominantly white, and I have white friends, and I can speak to them and hang out with them and have fun with them. Somehow that made me less Black, and in his eyes, I hated being Black because I allowed such friendships to develop. That bothered me. And for years, I stayed quiet. And for those of you who know, other than working in IT, I continuously write nonfiction books. And one of my books was titled The Silent Wife. Say hi, Zoe. And so that's what I meant by the silent wife. I stayed quiet for a lot of years. I endured a lot of things, a lot of emotional abuse, and a lot of projection of things such as that. I stayed quiet for as long as I possibly could because I felt a responsibility to make sure that my sons, my Black sons, understood that it's not okay to project these things on someone that you said that you loved and you cared about, someone that you're supposed to cherish and take care of and build up emotionally, support each other spiritually. They weren't seeing that happen. So it was time that I stopped being silent. So I felt I had an obligation today to not be silent, because I allowed someone that did not know me, someone who was also an African American, tell me again what I should feel and what I should not feel, because I am an African American woman. I have a problem with that. And those of you who are watching this video, whether you are African American or not, what is your stance? Because someone else in the group posed the same question, because they were not African American, they happened to be white. I'm a white person who supports African Americans. So I believe I am pro-black. Does that mean that I'm not proud of being white? Someone else in the group stated that to say that you're pro-black but be okay with dating or marrying outside of your race is the same as you being vegan but you have pork ribs in your refrigerator. That was the most asinine thing that I read today. I'm not vegan. I don't understand the parameters of being vegan, but I would imagine that if my mate were not a vegan, that we would share the same refrigerator. So it wouldn't change my decision to be a vegan if these things were contained in my refrigerator. I have to laugh to keep from being angry and to keep from crying, because it simply saddens me that to my own people, I have to defend myself and defend my blackness. Do you see this skin? This beautiful brown skin? I'm proud of my skin every day. Now, there may be things that personally about my body I may not like, but doesn't make me any less African American. Doesn't mean that I don't love myself any less. We all have those days. Our emotions tend to ebb and flow. There are flaws about us that we like. Sometimes we embrace them, sometimes we don't. But I'm still African American. And because my family is comprised of various colors, and I don't mean shades of brown, we have white people in our family. They're people. They're people. Every single one of my siblings has dated or married outside of their race. I don't disown them. Doesn't make them any less my sibling. Doesn't change the love I have for them. And I don't love them simply because they're African American. I love them because they're my siblings. Choices, people. These are choices that we make every day. And because I choose to embrace friendships and relationships and cultivate working relationships with people that work alongside me, albeit remotely now, regardless of the color of your skin, you respect me as a person. Am I supposed to dislike you because you don't bear the same skin color? With all of this that's going on in the world today, with all of this, my African American brothers and sisters, this is how we communicate with one another. While on one hand you scream Black Lives Matter, but on the other hand, only certain Black Lives Matter if you're solely pro-black and anti-white. Isn't that reverse racism? Is that really what Black Lives Matter is about? We have got to do better. We have got to do better. I am embarrassed by those who simply want to segregate themselves from anybody that does not look like them. We deal with this on a regular basis. People who don't think like us, we distance ourselves from. People who don't feel like we feel, we distance ourselves from. It's what makes this world what it is. Embracing diverse ideologies, diverse ways of thinking, diverse ways of living. It takes all kinds to make up this world. We want to do away with hatred, but it's the self-hatred within our own communities that absolutely disgusts me. That is a greater problem. That is a greater problem. So I just wanted to jump on here today and share my heart and perhaps challenge one or some of you in your thinking if you should share that same thought. And if you do, please leave your comments below, because these are the things that we can talk about. We can talk about them in a respectful way, but we don't have to disrespect each other if we happen to disagree. And I'm okay with people not understanding or people not agreeing with the way that I think or the way that others think, because there are quite a few of us who agree. I'm not saying we all need to think the same, but we need to be very respectful in the way that we communicate with one another. And it's okay if you don't agree with me. It's okay if you are African American or if you are white and you firmly believe that you should marry, date, affiliate with only those who share your same skin color. That's fine. That's fine. But don't try to take away or negate my blackness or the love that I have for myself and the children that I gave birth to and the men that I choose to love, because I love them, but I also embrace others. Make that make sense to me, please. For those of you who have not subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking subscribe below. If you have, I appreciate each and every one of you, but I really would like to know your thoughts. In this world today, where people I know have personally lost loved ones, didn't get a chance to tell them that one last time that they loved them. This is what we choose to do. I'm going to choose love all day, but I won't be disrespected. And you won't tell me that I'm any less black than you, because I don't think like you do. Blank, blank, period. Until next time, it's your girl. Have a good day.